From Beaver Dam Lake to Horicon Marsh and everywhere in between, we're talking about what's important in your hometown. This is Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Oh my goodness, yesterday it actually hurt to be outside. It was so hot, and we'll be dealing with the same thing today, but we will power through it. We are working our way to a high near 82, a lot of sunshine, and 76 currently in Beaver Dam. Good morning. Amy Hudson here with you in the Slumberland Furniture Studios and the Daily Dodge TV studios as we stream live at dailydodge.com. Hometown Today presented by Professional Floor Covering Your Floor and so much more, and brought to you in part by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in beautiful historic downtown Beaver Dam. Make sure that you subscribe to Daily Dodge TV on YouTube, and when you do that, please click on the icon for notifications. That's what I'm trying to say, so you don't miss updates, because we do have a lot that happens here in the Daily Dodge TV studios. Today is Juneteenth, a very important holiday as we recognize the end of America's original sin of slavery, and also the beginning of the work at the heart and soul of our nation, making the promise of America real for every American. And we have such a big show planned here today for Hometown Today, and it really is still hard to believe that at this time tomorrow, we will be just getting into hour 3 of the Good Karma Brands John Moser Children's Radiothon with our iconic 27-hour live on-air radio auction as we raise funds for 16 nonprofits throughout Dodge County that do great work with kids and families. Check out the items. You will find them on the Radiothon page at dailydodge.com. So many fantastic things for you to bid on, bid often on, bid high on, a lot of fun experiences, and of course some great items. And every dollar raised, every penny raised goes right back to the community. So really looking forward to being a part of the on-air radio auction tomorrow for the Good Karma Brands John Moser Children's Radiothon. Next hour, we will be talking about Family Fest with some friends and neighbors with the Dodge County Human Services and Health Department. And in just a few minutes, we will launch into a big conversation with a lot of guests that we have with us here today in the Daily Dodge TV studio and the Slumberland Furniture Studio as we talk about a big event that is happening this weekend, this Saturday at Tower Lanes in Beaver Dam. It is the Alexis Farewell and the Gold Star Concert, and we have a lot of special guests that we'll soon be welcoming to the airwaves here on Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Hey, it's Randy from Professional Floor Covering. You're listening to Hometown Today on the 5,000 watt flamethrower on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Welcome back to Hometown Today here on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. I wanted to wait for the vocal. That was Alexis that just bumped us in here on Hometown Today. Amy Hudson with you in the Slumberland Furniture Studio and the Daily Dodge TV studio. Oh, there we go. Pump it up, Jeff.
Tonight you told me that you ache for something new, and some other woman is looking like something that might be good for you.
So much talent, such a voice that was recorded at the Dodge County Fair back in 2017. Alexis right there. My first Dodge County Fair was 2018, and that was the first time that I had a chance to see Alexis. I was privileged enough to introduce the band, and I have seen hundreds of live performances, and I knew when I was enjoying that performance that I landed in a good place here in Dodge County, because I was really blown away by all the talent that was on the stage that day at the Dodge County Fair. And I am really happy to introduce our guest today as we talk about an event that's happening this Saturday, the 22nd. We want to make sure that we pack the house at Tower Lanes starting at 11 o'clock for the Alexis Farewell and the Gold Star concert. And we have a lot to talk about because there's an awful lot that has been, a lot of love that has gone into planning this event. It is a very special event, a special concert. And our guests today have made the time to join us here in Hometown Today to talk about how the event came together and why it does mean so much, and also your guaranteed good time at Tower Lanes this Saturday. So if you are enjoying the stream on dailydodge.com, or perhaps you've already subscribed to Daily Dodge TV on YouTube, we're going to go around the table here in the Daily Dodge TV studio and introduce our guests that we have here with us this morning. And we're going to start with Mike Scar. Mike, good morning.
Good morning.
Can you please just share a little bit about yourself and why you're here with us today?
Yeah, so my name is Mike Scar. I was in the Marine Corps with Ryan Catafio. I actually have a lot of connections up here with the Beaver Dam community. I shouldn't say the community, but the military. Kirk Strzeski, he was a Marine that passed away. I want to say he was one of the first Marines or first servicemen to die in the state of Wisconsin. And that was in May of 2003. He actually recruited me. And then I went to boot camp, and I actually went to boot camp with Ryan. I wasn't actually in the same platoon as him, but when we graduated boot camp, we actually joined our unit at the same time. So went to boot camp with Ryan, got in our unit together at the same time, and then I was fortunate enough to deploy with him and serve alongside with him. And I was actually in the vehicle that he was in that when he lost his life. So pretty special guy. He did a lot over there. Really helped out all of his the other platoons and other squads. When we got in some pretty intense firefights, he actually saved a lot of lives. So it's an honor to be here, and it's an honor to talk about him.
Absolutely, and thank you for your service. And I am really looking forward to hearing more about Ryan and the connections that he has with our group here today. Right next to Mike, we have our first guest that arrived here this morning at 100 Bill McCullum Way. And you told me that I could pronounce your name this way, that way, and Sandy would be laughing as she looks down because you say it different ways. So please welcome to Hometown Today, Scott Hadamaki.
Perfect.
Sure. Thank you. Scott, how did you get involved with this group?
All right. So my wife, Sandy Hadamaki, passed away last year from ovarian cancer. That was Ryan's mother. And this was something that was the Gold Star Trail was something that was so important to her. And music was her life. It really was. That was probably a bad idea to have her singing just before we started.
Aww.
I still haven't been able to listen to her sing yet. It kind of, we just yearly we go out to Oakwood Cemetery. We sit by Ryan's grave, now Sandy's grave as well. And Jim the whole family, we get together there every year, Memorial Day, and we just reminisce. We listen to the ceremony on the radio. And last year, Memorial Day, 2023, one of the other gentlemen that served with Ryan, Andy Wentworth, was there. He came walking across the street thinking I should recognize this guy. And he came up and we started talking, and it just kind of, this event that's taking place on Saturday just grew from there, from that conversation. And we can talk about more later.
Yeah,
So.
we will. And next to you is a familiar face and one of my favorite voices of all time, Jim Monchow. Good morning, Jim.
I should say it's really great to be here. It's really great to be here.
You're holding out on us.
Thanks, Amy. It's great to be here. Of course, Sandy was my sister. It was a family band. And music, Scott nailed it on the head. You know, music was Sandy's life, very important to her and all of us. So it was kind of brewing in all our heads, really, until somebody actually said it. We all had the same idea. So once somebody mentioned it, it all came together that we needed to do this. And the reason why, again, is the Gold Star Memorial Trail, pay tribute to our sister, and do one last show under the Alexis name. There really isn't, without her, there's no Alexis. So just one more tribute to her. And I don't, you know, not that I might, you never know. You can never say, might not, you know, play out anywhere again or something, but it definitely won't be under that name. She was the face of the band, and she towed her three brothers along behind her with her vocals and everything. So
Incredible
yeah,
vocalist.
yeah. So
Thank you so much for being here today.
thanks for having me.
Of course. We are going to head to the phones because we have another guest joining us today. Ken Oliver is with us via phone. Ken served with Ryan Cantafio and also Mike Scar, who introduced himself earlier. Good morning, Ken.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Oh my goodness,
morning,
thank
Amy.
you all for making the time to be with us today. It's an important show and a very important event. And I certainly don't want to share your details or your story, Ken, but I know that your company, Gruntworks Junk Removal and Demolition, is sponsoring the event this Saturday at Tower Lanes for the Alexis Farewell and the Gold Star concert. Please share with us how you got to know Ryan and why this event is not just important to all of you that are here with us this morning on Hometown Today, but what it means to you.
Yeah, so I was in the Marine Corps for about 4 years, I think, or so, when Ryan joined our company. We were with Gulf Company 224 in Madison, a reserve unit, and I just remember meeting Ryan. He and I were driving around Madison in a Humvee, actually, one day, and I was just struck by just how humble and quiet he was, and just a hard worker, and just kind of salt of the earth guy, and just how dedicated he was to the Marine Corps and his family. I was probably a corporal at the time, and he was, I think, a PFC or a private, and so we didn't have much of a conversation, but we just had that was the first time I met him, and the stories that I can relate from his heroism in Iraq are, I can tell you stories that I've heard secondhand. I was not in his platoon with Mike, but I know he saved many Marines' lives in some of the firefights that they were in. As far as being involved in this event, we're just really honored to be able to do that. I'm going to say this about our company, our unit, the family, how it extends. This unit of ours, most of the guys are based in Wisconsin. We all, for the most part, stay in touch with each other, support each other, and that goes beyond just the Marines that serve. That is extended out to the entire family, all the families, the brothers, the sisters, the mothers, the fathers, aunts and uncles that support each other. We try to keep in contact with each other, and because of that, these event like this is going to be able to be possible this weekend. And we are honored at Gruntworks to be able to be a sponsor this weekend, and looking forward to it.
Oh, that's really wonderful. And we're going to dive into those details about about the event and what folks can look forward to enjoying this Saturday, 11 to 11. A nice 12-hour block there at Tower Lanes for the Alexis Farewell and the Gold Star concert. And Jim, I did catch what you said, just regarding this being one last show under the name Alexis. But what I heard you say very softly after that is, never say never. And I think this is really wonderful that all of you guys have pulled this event together to honor Sandy and to honor Ryan. It's so very important. And we're going to talk about the great time that we're going to have at Tower Lanes this Saturday. The Hometown Today brought to you in part by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in beautiful historic downtown Beaver Dam, and presented by Professional Floor Covering, your floor, and so much more. And you need to head over to the beautiful showroom there on Park Avenue. Have a conversation with Randy and the team. Share your vision, your ideas for your home, whether it is upgrading your flooring, maybe it is upgrades in the kitchen between countertops, flooring, and cabinets, and the bathroom. Yes, Randy and the team can help you transform your bathroom within your budget. Those are magic words. And if you want that bathtub out of there because it's just not comfortable, it's kind of dangerous, you want a nice walk-in shower, Randy and the team there at Professional Floor Covering can do that for you, not break your budget, and make sure that you can stay in your home and stay safe. And if it's flooring that you're looking for right now, 12 months interest-free, all flooring in the store. So you can take 12 months to take care of that. Head over to the showroom on Park Avenue, 713 Park Avenue, and of course online all the time at PROFLR.com. We will continue our conversation with our guests here this morning, talking about the Alexis Farewell and the Gold Star concert happening at Tower Lanes this Saturday from 11 to 11. This is Amy Brandt on a Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Hi, this is Randy, owner of Professional Floor Covering, and you're listening to Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
You know, I never seen you look so good. You never act the way you should.
Welcome back to Hometown Today here on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Jim, who's shredding there at the beginning of that Alexis track?
That's Brother Al. Yeah.
Wow, great
Yeah,
stuff.
best guitar player I know. And best guitar player a lot of people know. So,
Oh,
yeah.
so much talent. Jim Munchow right there, one of my favorite voices ever in the Daily Dodge TV studio and the Slumberland Furniture studio. Jim, one of our many guests that we have here with us today as we talk about a big event that will be taking over Tower Lanes in Beaver Dam this Saturday. It is the Alexis Farewell and the Gold Star Concert. And this is a special day because it will be a day of fun, of course, a day of great live music, all in remembrance of Gold Star mother Sandy Hadamaki and Marine. Can you help me with that, Scott?
So it's Marine Lance Corporal Ryan Catafio.
Thank you. I want to make sure that I capture, what those letters
Lance
actually.
Corporal, yeah.
Thank you. So this day, this wonderful day that all of you pulled together, is to honor them and to raise some money for the Gold Star Memorial Trail that was so very important to Sandy. You had shared that. Our other guests around the desk here today in the Daily Dodge TV studio really pack a punch because so very close to Ryan and Sandy. We have Mike Scar here with us, who's helping me with my letters and making me cry a little bit on the air.
My apologies.
It's okay. My sweet nephew Max just graduated from high school out in Snohomish, Washington last week, and he is enlisted in the Marines. So that is what he is going to do with his career, and we couldn't be more proud. But as you were talking about how you got to know Ryan, it just really made me very emotional. And then hearing you talk, Scott, about Sandy, and I think I should have brought a box of tissues into the studio today. It's really wonderful. And then, of course, on the phone with us, we have Ken Oliver. Are you still with us, Ken?
I am.
All right. Thank you so much for all making the time to join us today. Any event that is pulled together is always a lot of work, and this specific event is just full of so much love for Ryan and for Sandy, and want to thank the sponsors also that are a part of the day that we'll be enjoying on Saturday. Ken, of course, you're the owner of Gruntworks Junk Removal and Demolition. You're one of the sponsors for the event on Saturday, along with Twisted Grit Yoga, which I just love the name of that. Do you guys do yoga? Any of you?
Never have.
Ankle Rentals and Bass Hill Beef, all playing a role as sponsors for the Alexis Farewell and the Gold Star Concert, taking over Tower Lanes this Saturday from 11 to 11. When I first saw the information come in for the event, it was to the WBEV hometown at goodcomerbrands.com, because we want folks to let us know about events. If there, is someone we should be having a conversation with to create awareness throughout Dodge County. And that's how I received this information. And I had to look twice because I saw free admission. Like, this is a huge day here. So who would like to start with what we'll be enjoying when things kick off at 11 o'clock this Saturday at Tower Lanes for the Alexis Farewell and the Gold Star Concert?
Yeah, everybody's looking at me. So at 11 o'clock, there's still going to be a lot of things going on setting up wise. We're hopefully everybody keep their fingers crossed that we are going to have a day of sunshine. Right now, the forecast does not look like that's going to trend that way, but if it does rain, we'll be indoors. The only thing that really changes is we will not have the Bags tournament outdoors, but we'll probably talk real sweet to the manager and see if he can do a some bowling tournaments or something like that.
Sure.
Just to raise some
Yeah.
some extra funds and stuff.
Blindfold bowling, I thought.
That would work too.
Yeah.
That would work. I like that.
Or left-handed bowling if you're ready,
It's all the
They'll
same.
put the bumpers up for you. I'm sure Eric and the team at Tower Lanes will take
Well,
great
we
care of
really have
everybody.
to give a shout out to Eric and Mateo, I believe, is the kitchen manager there, making some accommodations for us, special accommodations, but for hosting the event in its entirety.
Yep.
We went out there, proposed it to him, and it was an immediate yes,
Yes.
right away.
And they have been bending over backwards to help
Yeah,
us.
so.
And thank you, Jim, for suggesting. I mean, we had been searching around. Our original plan was, if anybody remembers the old Heroes Festivals from the 2010, 11, 12, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And we were thinking along that scale, but it just was not feasible to do anything like that. But the day itself, like I said, we'll be setting up. If we are able to do it outside, there'll be registration for the Bags tournament. Otherwise, at noon, we start with some live music, and I think it's important. I'm going to kind of tread on Jim. I think was probably going to say this, but the bands that are playing are all family and friends.
Oh my goodness, and it's an amazing lineup. Like so much talent will be at Tower Lanes on Saturday, and we definitely want to talk about the bands and what kind of music folks can look forward to. We do have to go to the phone, so hang tight. We'll continue our conversations with our guests here today in the Slumberland Furniture Studios and the Daily Dodge TV studios as we talk about the Alexis Farewell and the Gold Star concert happening this Saturday, 11 to 11 at Tower Lanes in Beaver Dam. Jenny with Richards Insurance is joining us here this morning on Hometown Today. Good morning, Jenny.
Good morning.
I so do not want to mispronounce your last name, but I want to give it a shot. Can I try?
Absolutely, go for it.
Jenny Zarzinski.
Oh my gosh, that was actually really good.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Zarzinski.
It's a tough one. Thank you so much for taking a couple of minutes out of your busy morning to join us to talk about Richards Insurance, a company that folks probably don't realize started all the way back in 1965.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, we've been around for so long, been local, and I don't think people quite understand how long we've been and how we've grown.
Well, and it's nice to know just how the growth of Richards Insurance has happened since 1965, and smaller agencies in a few different communities scattered about for almost 60 years, really being local.
Yep. Very local. I mean, at this point, we have different offices in 5 cities. So we've got our office here. We're in Columbus, Oshkosh, Watertown, and West Bend. But all started in 1965 and grown from there.
That's amazing. How long have you been a part of the Richards Insurance team?
So I just had my 10-year anniversary.
Oh, right. Woohoo. Something to
Yeah.
celebrate. Come out Saturday to Tower Lanes to celebrate with the Alexis Farewell and the Gold Star concert. It'll be
Well,
fun.
I might have to come early. My son plays baseball, but I could probably sneak in before his game.
Oh, I love that. Congratulations on your 10-year anniversary. That really is a great
you.
accomplishment. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I really love it here. It's been really a quick 10 years. It's been an easy 10 years. I love what I do. The hometown feel here is just amazing. And to be in Beaver Dam, in my hometown, and helping out the people in our community, it's been my pleasure being here.
That's wonderful, and it really means a lot when you can do great work in your hometown. And
It does.
What do you help people with at the Beaver Dam location specifically, Jenny? What can they turn to Richards Insurance for here in Beaver Dam?
Yeah, you know what? I also don't think that a lot of people understand about the agency and the location here in Beaver Dam is that we're really a one-stop shop. So here in Beaver Dam, we can handle both property and casualty products. We handle life, health, and employee benefits, and employee benefits for individuals and businesses. So just an example on some of those things. We have home, auto, personal. We can do business and commercial insurance. We can offer employee benefits. So if your employer looking to offer some health or any other benefits to your employees, we can do that. Individual health and disability, Medicare, that's personally where I am in the division or what I handle here in Beaver Dam.
Okay.
We do dental and vision, life insurance, HR solutions. So that's going to be for employers who are looking for somebody to help out with some of their HR needs. Financial services, we also do some farm and crop insurance. So we're really that one-stop shop where you can get it all in one place and you can have local service.
Oh, that is awesome. Super convenient for folks.
Yes.
And it really does mean something when you're local and people know that they can call the office and talk to their point person or just walk through the door.
Yeah, walk through the door right next to Jean's Floral. We are right on Spring Street, 123 North Spring Street. Come on in and we can help you out with anything that you need.
That's fantastic. And a number for folks to call, Jenny, whether they want to, make that initial appointment. Maybe they have current benefits that they would like to have reviewed. If they're not going to walk through the door, what number should they call? And please share the web address too for folks.
Yeah, you bet. So the number to reach us at is going to be 920-887-1615. If you prefer the website also, you can request a quote right online at our website. That website is richardsinsurance.com. So www.richardsinsurance.com. And I highly, highly recommend, even if you have, insurance in place, it's never bad to relook at what you have. Things are always changing in the insurance world, and it's always a great idea to just relook and make sure that you've got the best for what you need.
Absolutely. And we definitely want people to remember that Richards Insurance is their one-stop shop for all of their insurance needs.
You got it. Yeah.
I want to say your last name again because it's cool and it has a lot of syllables. I love it. Jenny Zarzinski with Richards
You nailed
Insurance.
it again.
Oh, thank you so much, Jenny, and
Yes.
good luck to your son on Saturday. And if you do have the time, definitely make your way over to Tower Lanes. It's going to be a really great day for the Alexis Farewell and the Gold Star concert. And again, we appreciate you making the time to check in with us this morning. Thank you.
You bet. Thanks for your time. Have a good day.
Thanks, you too. Jenny, should we all say it together? Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Zarzinski.
Thank you. Our wonderful guests here with us this morning talking about the Alexis Farewell and the Gold Star concert. We will continue our conversation with Jim. We have Scott with us. We have Mike with us and Ken joining us via phone. And we'll continue our conversation in just a few minutes. We are going to get a news and information update. We're going to head into the Daily Dodge News Center for local news, local sports, a weather update. Hopefully we'll get some details about Saturday for the event happening at Tower Lanes. And we'll get it all going with an update from ABC News here on Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
News, weather, and sports was brought to you by Prairie Ridge Health, located at 1515 Park Avenue in Columbus. Call them today at 920-613-2300.
Hey, it's Randy from Professional Floor Covering, bringing together friends and neighbors on Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Audience participation sucks. Well, I'm going to ask a question in the middle, and I want to hear you guys out there. When I say, do you want to touch? I want to hear you go like this. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It is 9:45 on your Wednesday morning. You are listening to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV. And back with Hometown Today, here is Amy Hudson.
Thank you for that, Jim Munchow.
got it
I
right.
got goosebumps. I seriously love your voice. It is wonderful to see you, wonderful to hear your voice. Really appreciate your time along with everyone that is joining us this hour here on Hometown Today. Amy Hudson with you in the Daily Dodge TV studios. So please stream live at dailydodge.com and also the Slumberland Furniture Studios. If you are checking out the stream, next to that wonderful voice, Jim Munchow, we have Scott Hadamaki joining us.
Very good.
And also next, kind of in between us, Mike Scar is with us. And via phone, we have Ken Oliver. And these wonderful gentlemen are here with us today to talk about a great event that will be taking over Tower Lanes in Beaver Dam this Saturday, starting at 11 o'clock. It is the Alexis Farewell and the Gold Star Concert. And Ken, who's with us via phone, we're going to do another quick round robin, Ken, because, you know, we definitely want folks to know why this is such a special day. And for folks that have seen some of the information, you know, on Facebook, the posters around Beaver Dam and throughout Dodge County, this Saturday, the Alexis Farewell and Gold Star Concert is a day of music in remembrance of Gold Star mother Sandy Hadamaki, Marine Lance Corporal Ryan Cantafio. Do I want to?
Yeah, he's killed in action November 25th, 2004, Thanksgiving Day.
And this is also a tribute and a remembrance day for all the Dodge County heroes who gave their life in devotion and to country. And Ken, share with us again, for folks that may have missed it, your connection to Ryan.
Yeah, so I served with Ryan. I was a squad leader in another platoon in the same company. So we served together. And we were deployed in 2004, 2005 in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom to Iraq. And I just what I'd like to say is, you know, us, the guys and women that served, when we're over there, we know what we're dealing with. We see right in front of us what we're dealing with. We know that the hardest part oftentimes are the people that are back home who don't know what their loved ones are up to. And so this event that supports the furtherance and the moving forward with the Gold Star Trail in Dodge County is important to all of us. We realize the sacrifice that the Gold Star parents, like Sandy, have sacrificed, and Scott have sacrificed, not just when they lose their loved one like Ryan, but also just losing that time and just that stress that they have while their loved one is in a forward area serving their country.
Yeah. And Mike Scar, who's with us today, you were also deployed with both Ken and Ryan 2004 to 2005?
Yeah, 2004, 2005 is when we were deployed. And yeah, I like I say, he was, this event is like, it's really important when it comes to getting the community out here, just kind of showing respect to the families and help make this trail happen. You know, it's going to be nice when you can take your kids out on a bike ride and kind of explain to them how this trail was made and what it means and what it resembles. And Ken's exactly right. You know, it's harder on the parents. We know what we're doing out there. We know exactly, you know, we're sleeping right now. We're in a firefight right now. Whatever we're doing, we know, but it's a lot more difficult at home when you don't know for the loved ones. And I kind of knew that a little bit when I got sent home because I got medevaced out. And it was extremely hard being home and not knowing because you're just completely cut off from everything. Once I got sent home, completely cut off, so it was very, very difficult. Can't imagine what it's like for the families at home that are have to deal with it for 6-7 months at a time, sometimes over a year. There has been six Dodge County service members that have died since 1991. So I think it's, to honor all them and all their families, and I think it's something that is very important, and I think it's something that we could teach the youth about, and kind of teach them and show them what the sacrifices have been made for their freedoms today.
Absolutely. It's essential that we make sure the next generation, the current generation, understand that it's not anything that is guaranteed, and we have troops and our veterans that are fighting for our freedom every day. Mm-hmm. Next to you, we have Scott Hadamaki. Scott, I'm not even sure what I want to ask you. I'm just really privileged. I feel really privileged to have you here with us today, and this is going to be a wonderful event. What would you like to share about Sandy, about Ryan, about the event on Saturday?
A couple of things have been said, like Ryan. He was such a quiet young man. I mean, it was the last thing his mom, Sandy, and I thought he would go into would be the Marine Corps.
What made him make that decision?
I don't think he quite knew what he wanted to do, and then Kurt Straczewski, he talked to him as well, and I think that guided him. And of course, you think back, if I go back in time, could we talk him out of it, knowing what's going to happen? But you don't. And he took pride in being able to serve, and he could have actually not had to have been deployed, but he did not want to leave Mike and Ken and everybody else hanging.
Sure.
So he was devoted to his duty. So it was very good that way. Sandy was so proud of him. I still remember the night, that Thanksgiving night, we just had the whole family over to the house that day, and they had all left. Grandma Lou was there, spent the night with us, and I think it was around 9:30, 10 o'clock. Major Rice and Sergeant Christensen showed up at the door, and I just remember yelling out to the living room where they were sitting, "The Marines are here," and me, it just kind of blocked out. I knew what was going on, but Sandy, I heard her collapse to the floor. So, I mean, it's so very emotional. You guys were talking about how it's harder on us at home. Well, we're not in harm's way like you guys are, but the emotions are just running rampant all the time.
Mm-hmm. So sorry for your loss, and thank you for being here today. The voice I love so much, Jim Munchow, is next to Scott. And wow, so much talent in your family, Jim. I had asked you when we were in the last break about your parents. If they were musicians, because all of you are so accomplished and truly talented. Tell us about some of the bands that we'll be enjoying on Saturday at Tower Lanes.
Sure, and that was the first thing you go through, and it's like, okay, we're going to have this. Okay, who are we going to get?
What can we do?
After some thought, a couple considerations. First of all, we handpicked everything here. Obviously, we got who we wanted, and we were very lucky.
And I love that they're all family bands.
Yeah, cool. So we got who we wanted, and we thought the scheduling had to come together properly and everything, and so we wound up getting Juliana, which is my nephew. It's Al's son. And some friends, probably first year of college, just in the books. They play a wide variety of music, Frank Sinatra to whoever. And that's important to mention, is we wanted this to appeal to a wide age group, wide variety of musical likings. So we didn't want to pound people with rock and roll all day and make their ears hurt by the time.
Well, I love for folks that haven't seen the poster, there's a great guitar with wings in the middle of the layout, and it says Rock and Roll Music Festival. It's really cool.
Yeah, and so they're going to start things off. And then we were also very lucky. My brother Al also plays with Dan Broxma. And this goes back a long ways. Dan, I remember Dan coming over to our house when my brother Al was probably 18 or 19, and I was 10. and they would jam on their acoustic guitars up at the bedroom and play around. And 40 some years later, here they are playing again. And I graduated from Randolph with Dan's younger brother Jeff Brachioki. Jeff. Yeah, most people know that one, but they play a lot around the Green Lake Ripon area, and it's acoustic music. And again, I want to appeal to different. And so, very lucky to have an opening in the schedule for them. And then, the first thing that came to my head, really, when we were thinking about bands, is Eddie Rivers. I call him Mark because he's my friend. You put a steel guitar in his hand, he's Eddie Rivers. And his band, the Wurlitzer Kings. I met Mark. I worked at Waupun Correctional. I ran the music room there.
Of course you did.
And then we got a new officer one day, and it was Mark Malik.
Oh, wow.
And so I get yakking with Mark. He was my officer when I ran the music room. And it wasn't too long. We were jamming during lunch hours, and then go back to work. So I've known Mark roughly since '96 or so.
Wow.
And he called me. He was still working at the prison. He called me when he told me he was going to leave to go play with Asleep at the Wheel, and so I knew that I really wanted. And again, scheduling. Someone blessed us with the scheduling. They were open. And I knew I wanted them. They play Western swing, but they also delve into a lot of rockabilly. Carl Perkins, Elvis, Mark. Even I hear stories of him back in high school in the early '70s. How good of an Elvis he can do. And so they'll do some Elvis, but they really get going. And I'm excited about them being here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then of course. Me and my two brothers, we wanted to do this for Sandy. We all had the idea swirling in our heads. Scott had it swirling in his head. We want to do something to retire this Alexis name that is really, we come up with the name Alexis probably in about 1980.
Oh, wow. I was 10.
I was too. No, I wasn't.
Can you guys go ahead.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to give it a proper send off, and so and again all right. What are we going to do here? We're very lucky that my brother Tom lives in Stevens Point. He's in another band, and we're very lucky scheduling again. They have a female singer. Her name is Patty, and she's going to come down and sing a few songs for us.
Oh, how wonderful.
And we really wouldn't have it any other way. And we're having a good friend help us out, Chad Clank, master of the keyboards. He'll be helping us out. He helped us out actually when Sandy was with us too. But so it's just friends, and we want to have a good time. And again, varying music, appealing to all different sorts of tastes and likes, and that's really the way we wanted it. So.
Well, that's exactly how it's going to roll out.
I hope so.
It's really wonderful, and it's going to be a great day. Again, things will get going at 11 o'clock, 11 to 11 at Tower Lanes in Beaver Dam. It is the Alexis Farewell and Gold Star concert. Free admission. However, donations are encouraged to benefit the Gold Star Memorial Trail. This is also an affiliation with Friends of Dodge County Parks. And a big thank you to the sponsors who, along with all of you gentlemen, making the event happen on Saturday. Thanks to Gruntworks Junk Removal and Demolition. Owner Ken Oliver has been with us here this morning via phone. Also, thank you to Twisted Grit Yoga, Ankle Rentals, and Bass Hill Beef, all sponsors for the Alexis Farewell and the Gold Star concert, a day of music in remembrance of Gold Star mother Sandy Hadamaki, Marine Lance Corporal Ryan Tancafio, killed in action on Thanksgiving 2004, and all Dodge County heroes who gave their life in devotion to country. It's going to be a wonderful day to celebrate and remember, and really a sincere note of thanks for your time, and we really appreciate it. Ken, thank you for joining us via phone here this morning. Mike, thank you. Scott and Jim, really appreciate your time. Oh, go ahead.
I just wanted to say one more thing to Sandy, my love. This is a day of music dedicated to your memory. and to honor the memory of all of our fallen heroes. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott.
We will take a quick break and be back with more Hometown Today, presented by Professional Floor Covering, your floor, and so much more, and brought to you in part by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in beautiful historic downtown Beaver Dam. This is Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
From the Slumberland Furniture Studio, this is 95.3 WBEV Beaver Dam, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
From Margazan to Marshall, Fox Lake to Fall River, Watertown to Waupun, and everywhere in between, we're talking about what's important in your hometown. This is Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
A lot of big things happening in hometowns throughout Dodge County. We are really proud to be a part of getting the word out and creating that awareness. So if you do have a big event, small event coming up in your hometown, or simply someone that you think we should have a conversation with, please let us know with an email. You can quickly send that off to WBEVHometown@GoodKarmaBrands.com. I'm Amy Hudson. We are live in the Daily Dodge TV studios and the Slumberland Furniture studios this morning, and looking forward to welcoming our next guest that we'll talk with this hour. We're focusing on Family Fest, which is a really cool event that's going to be happening this Friday afternoon, and soon we'll be welcoming Roman Mullen and Sheila Drays with Dodge County Human Services and Health Department to talk about Family Fest and all the cool fun things you can do with your family from 1 to 4 this Friday at the Beaver Dam High School Fieldhouse. Hometown Today brought to you in part by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in beautiful historic downtown Beaver Dam, and presented by Professional Floor Covering, your floor, and so much more. I did not go out into my garden last night because it was way too hot when I got out of my van. When I wheeled into the driveway, I was like, oh my gosh, like it hurt to be outside. And before I do head back in that garden, I really need to make sure my favorite tools are sharpened up and ready to go, because they are not. And it was not fun to use my favorite spade and my little thistle tool on Sunday when they weren't sharp. They're all dull, but I know I can take care of that by simply heading over to Pro Edge Sharpening, a division of Professional Floor Covering. So they'll sharpen up the big stuff, the small stuff, commercial stuff, personal stuff, anything with an edge. So that means, yeah, your mower blades, your favorite gardening tools, saw blades, commercial and personal, anything with an edge, make your way over to Pro Edge Sharpening. And because they are a division of Professional Floor Covering, you'll find them in the same location at 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam. You just take a few steps through a different door. Suite D is where you want to be. And of course, you can check them out online at proedge.com. This is Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Hey, it's Randy from Professional Floor Covering, bringing you Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Oh my goodness, it is going to be another hot one throughout Dodge County today, but I think we're kind of getting used to it. Not that we want this happening like every day all the time. 78 already and we are making our way to a high right around 82. Just a few clouds hanging with us tonight. Slight chance of rain, 63 is what we're looking at for the low. And tomorrow, when we have our big brat fry and the ice cream cart is here for the Good Karma Brands John Moser Children's Radiothon, we might be dealing with a few raindrops here and there, but it's not going to change anything. The fun will go on from 11 to 1, so definitely join us for that. It will be happening right in front of the radio station at 100 Bill McCullum Way. And of course, for $2, you get that tasty Pernat brat and a beverage. All the proceeds going to the Good Karma Brands John Moser Children's Radiothon. And make sure that you take a couple minutes out of your busy day to check out the Radiothon page at dailydodge.com, because so many great things will be hitting the auction block tomorrow morning starting at 6 a.m. It is our iconic 27-hour live on-air auction for the Good Karma Brands John Moser Children's Radiothon. Look forward to it every year, our 27th annual Good Karma Brands John Moser Children's Radiothon. And that's a good segue into introducing our next guests as we focus on Family Fest. That will be happening this Friday from 1 to 4, and really happy to welcome to the airwaves as we get to know some new friends and neighbors here this morning on Hometown Today. We have Roman Mullen with us, Public Health Officer with Dodge County Human Services and Health Department, along with Sheila Drays. And Sheila, I'm hoping that you'll correct me if I don't have this information correct. You're the Community Support Services Division Manager, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Woo, all right, we are off to a good start. Good morning and welcome. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Doing well, thank you.
As you're welcome. As we made our way down here to the Daily Dodge TV studios, I had asked like how annoyingly hot it is outside. So how is it? I've been in here for a couple hours.
It's a little muggy out there. Yeah.
It's getting there, yeah.
Oh my goodness. So let's talk about Family Fest. This is going to be such a great time. A nice way for people to jumpstart their weekend with this happening this Friday from 1 to 4. It's the second annual Family Fest, and it will be happening at the Beaver Dam High School Field House. So what can folks expect and enjoy during Family Fest this Friday?
Yeah, so Family Fest was created back in 2023. Post-pandemic, we wanted to create opportunities for our community members to have social connectedness, more specifically the families we serve. So any families that have young children and want to learn about resources within their community that can help them raise their child. We all heard the phrase, it takes a village.
It does.
So we want to bring the village to our community members. So we'll have over 20 vendors there.
Oh my goodness, that's
Yeah.
fantastic.
We'll have a great turnout of vendors, all there promoting resources and services for our community members. We'll have raffle prizes for people to participate in that we will be pulling names out of bags after the event and be contacting them, ranging from a free 3-month Y membership, some Timber Rattler tickets, some Madison Mallard tickets. There's some great raffle prizes, so I encourage everyone to come and check them out. Of course, we'll have some activities for the kiddos that are in attendance, and really the event is intended to be a resource fair for families who just want to learn more about how our community can support them.
Well, I love what you shared there, Roman, about the social connectedness. And, we've been, just over the past couple weeks, a lot of the guests that we've had here with us on Hometown Today, specifically some of the reps we've had in from the 16 agencies that are benefiting from the Good Karma Brands John Moser Children's Radiothon, still talk about like pre and post pandemic and getting out. And yesterday we had a couple of guests on with us that work with families in child development, and that is so very important. When you had mentioned about the village, it takes a village, and I like that you're taking the village like to folks here in Dodge County. When 20 vendors, over 20 vendors, that's a great turnout, you guys. That's going to be packed at the Beaver Dam High School Field House. So congratulations on that and your second annual Family Fest. Are you guys at the core of this event? Like, are you helping to pull everything together for this wonderful time Friday afternoon?
Yeah, so Dodge County Public Health is really driving this event. Again, through the pandemic, we really recognized that there was a disconnect in services that we do provide through Dodge County Public Health. And beyond that, we have a lot of great resources and organizations throughout Dodge County that they also need their voices to be heard and to be recognized within the community. We do have a very good support system, whether it's government organizations or non-government organizations within Dodge County. So this is a great opportunity to promote those for community members.
Yeah, and let's talk about some of those services and shine a spotlight on those services that folks might not even know exist but could benefit from.
Yeah, definitely. So to give a sort of high-level, broad overview of what Dodge County Public Health entails, we offer over 45 different unique services to our community members. All of them are going to fall under 5 different categories, and every health department, local health department throughout the state is going to follow these 5 categories.
Okay.
So one of them is access to and linkage with clinical care, so that can include vaccinations as a great example. The next one is communicable disease control. Of course, COVID falls under that, but other things like measles. We know Dane County recently had a case of measles. So monitoring those situations and making sure that our community members are safe in those situations.
Yeah, because I think when folks hear that word, measles, immediately you have their attention because it's serious.
Right, exactly.
So let's get to know you guys. I want to find out about your background. Of course, I did some snooping online, but it's not like I don't want to share your story. But both of you really have interesting backgrounds. Roman, let's start with you and your journey, kind of your passion. What sparked it for you to get involved in public health and how you made your way to Dodge County?
Yeah, that sounds great. So through my college experience, I went to UW Oshkosh. They have an accredited environmental health program. Environmental health is sort of a subsector of public health that focuses on how humans interact with their environment and how disease is caused by our environment. So I was very passionate about figuring out how I can prevent diseases in those spaces. A lot of times that is referred to as health inspecting, going into restaurants and making sure they're abiding by food code. So that's where I started out. I moved down to Texas to do something similar and got my master's degree while I was down there in global health through Northwestern University in Illinois. But then I came back to Wisconsin because I'm very passionate about rural communities and making sure they have services, just much like our urban communities. We need to make sure our rural communities have the same level of care and opportunities as those in other areas. So I actually grew up in Columbus.
I was going to ask, where's your hometown?
Yep.
When you talked about, the importance of rural, that's such a hard word to say, rural.
Yeah.
Rural juror. Try that.
Yeah, there we go.
So Columbus is your hometown.
Correct, yep. So getting back home to family and the same community that raised me feels amazing. The number one thing is being able to give back to the community that shaped me to be who I am.
Oh, that's really nice. Alongside Roman here this morning, we have Sheila Drays with us. She is the Community Support Services Division Manager for Dodge County Human Services. Sheila, where's your hometown? And share your journey with us.
Sure. So I am originally from Nebraska. Moved here back in 1982 into Sun Prairie, and so then that's where I graduated from high school.
When it was a prairie.
Yes,
yeah.
it was.
I moved back to Wisconsin in 1993, and Sun Prairie is where I had landed, and a lot of changes there.
Oh, yeah.
And I have 2 beautiful daughters, and I get the eye roll every time we drive through there because I will always say, like, I remember when Sun Prairie was a prairie, and you do too.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
It's changed a lot. Yeah. And then I went to UW Whitewater. After graduating there, I started with the county in 1991 and was an economic support worker at that time. And then after 10 years, became a supervisor for economic support. And now 10 years after that, became division manager. So I just wanted to grow with the county and be able to be behind important changes and things to provide services for our community members.
That's wonderful. We're so thankful that you're with us today, and we'll continue our conversation. We have that wonderful voice that you just heard is Sheila Drace with Dodge County Human Services and Health Department, and alongside her we have Roman Mullen joining us here today. We're getting to know them and talking about Family Fest, which will be happening this Friday from 1 to 4, the second annual Family Fest at the Beaver Dam High School Fieldhouse. Over 20 vendors. We're going to dive into that a little bit more. Fun things for the kiddos to do. A lot of raffle prizes for folks to get registered to win, and really a wonderful day of being together, having fun, and learning about community resources. Again, this happening this Friday, 1 to 4. It is Family Fest. It's free entry for the afternoon at the Beaver Dam High School Fieldhouse. Hometown Today presented by Professional Floor Covering, your floor, and so much more, and brought to you in part by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in beautiful historic downtown Beaver Dam. This is your go-to place if you need a lift chair, if you have a loved one that needs a lift chair. And Sandy and the team at McKinstry's Home Furnishings are just so wonderful to work with, and they really listen, and that's so important because you want to make sure that you get a lift chair that really is going to work for you. It's going to fit right, it's going to function the way you need it to function, and they do have the largest selection of lift chairs in our area. They'll help you get up and down easily. Those power lift chairs, they start at $695, and you can get something that's simple, or you can get something with a lot of bells and whistles if you want that heat massage, the lumbar support, or simply just a power lift chair that does easily go up and down. A lot of different sizes, small, petite to the big man's chair. And know that if you need a lift chair delivered to a loved one in an assisted living facility, you can truly count on McKinstry's Home Furnishings in beautiful historic downtown Beaver Dam, and online at mckinstrysHomeFurnishings.com. This is Hometown Today live in the Daily Dodge TV studios as we stream live at dailydodge.com and the Slumberland Furniture Studios. Amy Hudson here with you on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Andy from Professional Floor Covering, welcoming you back to Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Hometown Today presented by Professional Floor Covering, your floor and so much more, and brought to you in part by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in beautiful historic downtown Beaver Dam. Amy Hudson here with you in the Slumberland Furniture Studios and also the Daily Dodge TV studios as we stream live at dailydodge.com. Happy to continue our conversation with our guests that we have here with us this morning, Roman Mullen and Sheila Drays with Dodge County Human Services and Health Department. We're talking about Family Fest. So make plans right now. Just block your calendar from 1 to 4 this Friday, the 21st, because that is when Family Fest will be happening. It's going to be a great time for families to come together, have some fun, learn, as there's going to be a lot of different things happening there between community resources, all of this going on at the Beaver Dam High School Field House. And it's presented by Dodge County WIC. Is that right? Is that how I want to say that?
WIC, there you go.
Thank you. And Public Health. And Roman, you had mentioned that over 20 vendors will be a part of Family Fest this Friday. A lot of fun prizes that folks can get registered to win. And within the day, it's going to go by so fast from 1 to 4. Within Family Fest, different things happening really for the whole family. And a couple of things that we want to talk about specifically, the diaper exchange being one of them. Diapers are super expensive. It's been a while since my littles were in them, so, oh my goodness, let me think here. Probably 8. It's been 8 years since I've had to buy diapers. Is that right? Yes. But yeah, they that adds up with that cost. So what exactly is a diaper exchange?
Yeah, great question. So as you said, diapers get very expensive.
And you need them.
Definitely, yeah, yep. So at the event, we will have a table. Dodge County Public Health actually purchased over 1,500 diapers that are going to be there for people to grab and go. But the exchange component is, of course, as your children age and you no longer need diapers, if you have extras laying around, feel free to bring them in case other families can utilize them.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
That's nice to be able to do that. And that will be happening throughout the entire Family Fest from 1 to 4.
Correct. Yep.
And when we talk about community resources, and we'll loop back to that because there are so many valuable resources throughout Dodge County. When we were in break here a few minutes ago, you mentioned CPR training that will be a part of Family Fest. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so our emergency preparedness coordinator will be there teaching hands-only CPR. So the whole event is intended to be just come as you have time. We'll have all the vendors set up in sort of a circular arrangement, so you can just walk in and touch at every vendor as you see fit. But of course, one of them is going to be CPR. You can stop by and learn to do hands-only CPR in less than 5 minutes.
Wow.
He's a very good teacher. He's certified for CPR instructing, so it will be a great opportunity for many people to learn very quickly about the importance of CPR.
Yeah, absolutely. We had an opportunity probably about a little over a year ago for our teammates here at 95.3 WBEV and 1430 ESPN to get their CPR certification. I wasn't able to make it that day, so I could easily stop by Family Fest
Swing
on Friday.
by,
yeah. Oh my goodness. And you said about 5 minutes?
Yep. So you're not going to get a certification or anything, but it's just going to be the life-saving measures of CPR. You can keep it in the back of your mind in case anybody goes down in front of you or they're choking or has any medical ailments where you may need to assist.
It's really important to know how to do that. And it's been a while because my girls are older now, but of course, we covered that in the parenting class, but always good to have a refresher because you never know when you are going to be in a situation like that. We're talking about Family Fest this hour on Hometown Today, and Roman Mullen, one of our guests, along with Sheila Drays with Dodge County Human Services. Family Fest will be happening this Friday from 1 to 4, so you can easily make your way to the Beaver Dam High School Field House. It really is going to be a fun afternoon for the entire family. And when people hear that term community resources, it means different things to different people. Roman, you had mentioned, I think it was over 45 different services that Dodge County Public Health offers. Is that part of the community resources within Family Fest? Yes and no.
More or less. Yep. So obviously we can't bring all 45 of our programs to Family Fest.
No, that's a big umbrella.
Right. Yeah, with staffing and everything like that. So, but of course, any of our programs, people can come into our office or give us a call at 920-386-3670, or check out our website or Facebook page. If you just Google Dodge County Public Health, you'll click the first link and get all the information you need to know. We're constantly promoting different events and health education on our Facebook page and website. So certainly feel free to check that out, or just give us a call, see if you qualify for any of our programs that we offer. If you have any situations going on that you think maybe the health department is a good contact, feel free to give us a call.
Absolutely. And it is, again, really impressive that you have over 20 vendors that will be a part of Family Fest this Friday. Can we talk about some of them specifically? Who will be there?
Yeah, so we're a combined human services and health department, excuse me. So obviously we'll have some of our human services partners there. I believe we'll have someone there promoting foster care and giving some education on foster care. And then of course we'll have some non-government organizations there, some nonprofits throughout our community. An example is Food is Free. And they're combined with Restore here in Beaver Dam.
Oh, sure. Laura Corral over there. Yeah.
We'll have the Beaver Dam Library there doing some hands-on activities with some kiddos, and then we'll have groups like NAMI and Second Harvest Food Bank there as well.
Beaver Dam Community Library, just as you had mentioned them, I was like, oh, I wonder if they're going to help out with the activities, because they always have so many fun things for grown-ups and kids. So it sounds like you're really going to have a great time pulling everybody together for this event. Again, it is from 1 to 4 this Friday at the Beaver Dam High School Field House. Activities, that diaper exchange that you were talking about, Roman, and community resources for you to learn about and have those conversations as you make some new friends during Family Fest this Friday. It is the second annual event. Congratulations on that. So that obviously means things went well last year.
Yeah, it went great last year. It was held at the Beaver Dam Middle School, and we realized very quickly we might need a bigger space, so that's a good sign.
It is a really good sign. We'll continue our conversation with Roman and Sheila with Dodge County Human Services as we talk about Family Fest, again, that happening this Friday from 1 to 4. It is free for you to enjoy at the Beaver Dam High School Field House. Hometown Today brought to you in part by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in beautiful historic downtown Beaver Dam, and presented by Professional Floor Covering Your Floor, and so much more. We're right now 12 months interest-free on all the flooring throughout the store. That beautiful showroom is located at 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam, and really flooring for every need. Sometimes we need different types of flooring in our home depending upon how those rooms function for us, and such a great selection for you to choose from at Professional Floor Covering. LVP, that luxury vinyl plank, vinyl, ceramic tile, carpeting. Go in and have that conversation with Randy and the team. Free in-store consultation, and of course, free in-home measures and quotes for you as well from Professional Floor Covering Your Floor, and so much more at 713 Park Avenue in Beaver Dam, and online at PROFLR.com. We will be heading over to the Daily Dodge newsroom for an update on local news, sports, and weather, and we'll get it all going with an update from ABC News here on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
It's Randy from Professional Floor Covering, making sure you don't miss what's happening in your hometown. It's Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
Hometown Today presented by Professional Floor Covering, your floor and so much more, and brought to you in part by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in beautiful historic downtown Beaver Dam. It's another hot one throughout Dodge County and really throughout the entire country. So we are not in this alone regarding all of this excessive heat. 82 is what we're looking at for the high today. We are already at 79 and hoping that the rain stays away tomorrow. It can rain here or there, just not between the hours of 11 and 1. And if it does, it's okay because, the fun brat fry and the ice cream cart will still be here, all part of the Good Karma Brands John Moser Children's Radiothon Brat Fry fundraiser that will be happening right here at 100 Bill McCullum Way in front of the radio station from 11 to 1 for just $2. You can enjoy lunch, a tasty Pernat brat, and a beverage, and also Tea's Cup and Cream Mobile Ice Cream will be here. Of course, serving up yummy ice cream, some vanilla, raspberry Italian ice, vanilla classic birthday cake. Roman and Sheila, do you have a favorite ice cream?
Strawberry.
Strawberry. All right, good choice. Solid. What about you, Roman?
Straight cookie dough.
I love it. Oh, I love this. They're also going to have homemade chocolate chip cookies and ice cream sandwiches.
See, that's more my speed.
There you go. So 11 to 1 tomorrow. Come on by and enjoy that. Have lunch and some dessert here with us. All of the dollars raised from the Good Karma Brands John Moser Children's Radiothon go right back into the community, benefiting 16 nonprofit agencies that do great work with kids and families. And it will be our 27th annual Good Karma Brands John Moser Children's Radiothon. Please take a few minutes and check out the Radiothon page at dailydodge.com to take a look at all the experiences, the cool items that will be hitting the auction block. The iconic 27-hour live on-air auction starts with Wade and Cherry tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., going right up until 9 o'clock or so until we really total all of those dollars, because we like to give some kind of total before all the fun is over. And I'm really looking forward to finding out what Wade and Cherry have landed on as far as how they're going to challenge one another to raise dollars, because last year they had to take a pie in the face. So it was very messy down here in the Daily Dodge TV studios. It was a whipped cream pie, and I had to remake it 3 times. It kept melting. So looking forward to the great time we are going to have when that on-air auction kicks off tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. Our guests here with us this hour on Hometown Today are Roman Mullen and Sheila Drays. They are with Dodge County Human Services and Health Department, and I feel like I just missed a couple of words in that. Roman, help me out.
Nope, you did great.
I did?
Yep.
Okay.
I promise, you nailed it.
Well, I was laughing when we were in break, and all of my teammates here at 100 Bill McCullum Way know that I write as fast as I talk. So my penmanship really isn't the greatest. And, we have a lot to talk about yet regarding Family Fest. And I love acronyms. I always want to know what they mean. And, we've been talking about Family Fest, specifically what people can look forward to enjoying. The event is happening this Friday from 1 to 4. It's free for families to enjoy, presented by Dodge County WIC and Public Health. Your destination for Family Fest this Friday is the Beaver Dam High School Field House. And really, when I say fun for the whole family, when Roman says that, when Sheila says that, because it is going to be fun for the whole family. Things for the kids to do. I love knowing that the Beaver Dam Community Library is helping out with some of the activities. The diaper exchange is really a valuable opportunity for families because diapers are so expensive, and they can learn about community resources that are available. And I had written down a couple of acronyms, and we're going to start with STI, because my I looks like a J, doesn't it, Roman?
It does. I have to admit, it does look like a J.
So tell us about the STI program.
Yeah, so as we talked about already, we have over 45 unique programs, one of them being a new STI program. STI, the acronym stands for Sexually Transmitted Infection. Previously, you might have heard sexually transmitted disease. We're really trying to change the language on that. When I say we, it's CDC, changing the acronym there. But we created a program where those interested can contact us, and we can provide an at-home free STI test kit that tests for the 5 most popular STIs. So it's completely discreet. It addresses stigma. We want people to feel comfortable, so the test kit is sent directly to their home.
Yeah, the comfort level is so important, and that's
Definitely.
really great that someone can take care of this in their own home.
Yep. Yeah, and they do the testing themselves. There's instructions in the kit that they receive, and they send it out to a lab. We get the test results, and we can go over it with them and address treatment needs as they're needed. So a very unique opportunity for our community members that we're really hoping they utilize it and see it as a benefit.
Yeah, and one of the first acronyms I had asked about is WIC, W-I-C. What is that?
Yeah, so WIC stands for Women, Infants, and Children. So in Dodge County, the health department has public health and WIC, so I oversee both. WIC is a nutritional program. It's a federal program. So obviously on our Family Fest flyer, we say that it's supported by WIC and public health.
Yeah.
So at the event, people can come up to our WIC booth and see if they're eligible to receive WIC benefits, which of course comes with nutrition education and then also food supplementation.
Okay. What else would you like to share with us here this morning? We have about 10 minutes left.
Yeah, so we have a number of programs coming up. Part of public health is always assessing the community needs. One of them we noticed was hypertension. We're seeing high rates of high blood pressure within our community. So we wanted to come up with a creative way on how we can address that. So we came up with these hypertension hubs. A lot of communities are starting to look into these hypertension hubs, and what it is we're going to partner with libraries and community organizations and community centers to have blood pressure monitors available for people to check out, bring to their home, monitor for a few weeks, see if their blood pressure is at a normal level, bring it back, sort of like a library book. You check it out, you see it, you monitor your blood pressure for a while, see what level it's at, come back. We'll provide some education materials and refer you to treatment if it's needed.
Really convenient, just like the STI program that you were talking about. And how do you learn about something that is affecting Dodge County? When you had just shared there, Roman, that you learned that there's a lot of hypertension throughout Dodge County.
Yeah, so it's all about tracking data. So of course we have a lot of software systems where we're able to track data on why are people visiting the hospital, what ailments are impacting our communities. So public health is all about assessing and reevaluating our community needs and making sure we're able to address those. I should mention too that our programs are all about being accessible, and one of those accessibility needs is free. So those hypertension hubs and those STI test kits, free. So we really want to make sure we're offering those services to the community and making them accessible with that free label.
Yeah, it's so very, very important. And Family Fest, also free on Friday.
Exactly, free, yep.
Well, that's important for people to know, right away, because then they do feel like it's accessible and that it's okay to reach out, that there isn't going to be that barrier there.
Exactly.
What are easy ways for folks to reach out to either you or to Sheila to find out if there is a program that can help them? Because it really is all about helping people in Dodge County.
Yeah, so one easy way is to Google Dodge County Public Health. Will be the first link at the top. That will take you to our website. And on our website, we have all of our programs listed. So it will have a brief description. You can see if that's something you're interested in. Otherwise, you can just give us a call, 920-386-3670. You'll be talking with our very enthusiastic reception individual. Her name's Julie. She loves creating conversation and connection. So she'll get you all the programs that she determines you're qualified for. She'll likely refer you to either myself or a nurse, and we'll get you set up for any of those programs that you're interested in.
So, Julie, I love that, creating conversations and connections. Hello, Julie, if you're listening or if you're watching. Are there certain programs that are utilized more than others? Do you see like really strong needs in certain areas when you're collecting certain data?
Yeah, definitely. So a lot of programs that are utilized, of course, vaccinations. We do a lot of vaccinations for individuals who are either on Medicaid or underinsured or uninsured. So they can come into our office and get their kids up to vaccination status for school.
Which will be here before we know it.
Yeah, school is around the corner.
Yeah.
We also offer a lot of home visits for new parents where we can provide reassurance and assess the growth of the child and the development of their child. So those are programs that are utilized often. We also have a car seat program where we're able to give free car seats and do car seat checks for individuals that meet the income needs.
That is huge. And again, you said that word free car seats and car checks. That's a big deal for new parents. One of the most difficult things for me and my husband was figuring out we never wanted to take the car seat out for any reason after we got it put in there properly. Sometimes they can be really tricky, so that is a really valuable resource. We're talking with Roman Mullen, Public Health Officer with Dodge County Human Services and Health Department. Sheila Dre is also with us here this morning. Sheila is the Community Support Services Division Manager, and we're learning a lot about resources and services that are provided. That great word free associated with so much of our conversation today, and also a part of the Family Fest event happening tomorrow. Free entry for you and your family and friends to enjoy Family Fest happening Friday from 1 to 4. This is presented by Dodge County WIC and Public Health. Beaver Dam High School Field House will be very full because you have over 20 vendors. You'll have fun things for the kids to do, that big table for the diaper exchange, and a lot of learning that will be happening between 1 and 4. Are people often shocked by all of the services that are provided by your agency?
Yeah, they sure are. So as a division manager, I not only oversee public health and WIC, but I also oversee the Aging and Disability Resource Center.
Oh, we love ADRC.
Yeah.
We just had Amanda, Jenny, and Ashley with us.
Yeah, they love coming on here. And then I also oversee the nutrition and transportation programs, also economic support, and then along with that, adult protective services.
Wow, your
Yes.
plate is very full.
Yes.
That's a lot, Sheila,
Right,
and
right.
a lot of different areas of expertise.
Right. Yeah. And so, we provide a lot of different services. So, like we talked about, for economic support, there's food share. We provide eligibility. We determine eligibility for the food share program, and then also for medical assistance and badger care and child care. So, we can help people help pay for their child care.
So very important and essential.
Yes.
And I really want to know what you enjoy most about what you do.
Yeah, I've been there for 33 years, and it really makes me feel good at the end of the day when I'm able to determine eligibility for somebody and provide services for our county residents, and help them maintain in the community and be able to feed their families and get the medical care that they need.
Yeah, it's a huge safety net.
Yes, right.
And how about you, Roman from Columbus? What do you love about what you do?
Yeah, it's watching the small successes, whether that's with staff, they're working with a situation that's more complex and they're able to succeed in addressing the needs of the family, or even simply being able to provide a new service for our community. Anytime we have someone come into the office and they're able to utilize one of our services, it just fills your heart because you're able to help out, all of the great community members that we have here.
Yeah, you never know what anybody might be struggling with. Where is your office located?
Yeah, it's located in Juneau, Wisconsin.
City with a heart.
Yeah.
You love Juneau.
Yep, there we go. 199 County Road DF. So the Human Services and Health Department building.
Family Fest happening this Friday, June 21st. Can you guys believe June is almost over?
No.
What is happening?
I know.
Really not joking about back to school being right around the corner
Mm-hmm.
because for the past couple of years, I don't know if you have noticed, but right around 4th of July is when they start putting all the back to school supplies out.
Yes.
That's just kind of mean. I mean, now they're even sending home the checkoff list with the final report card and all those end of the year things, which is appreciated very much. Family Fest this Friday, June 21st from 1 to 4 at the Beaver Dam High School Field House. If you've never been, super easy for you to find at 500 Gould Street. Really fun for the whole family between 1 and 4. A lot of fun activities for the kids to do. That diaper exchange that Roman was talking about. So folks can, if they have diapers that they're not using, because the kids do grow out of stuff so fast, they can bring those in and leave them on that table.
You bet. Yep.
Okay, over 20 vendors. There's going to be a lot happening. It is absolutely free, so join the fun this Friday. Family Fest, presented by Dodge County WIC and Public Health. Roman Mullen and Sheila Drays with Dodge County Human Services and Health Department with us here this morning on Hometown Today. Anything else that you guys would like to share?
I hope I see all of you listeners at Family Fest.
Excellent.
I think it's going to be a great event.
It really will. It'll be a lot of fun. How about you, Sheila?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great day. Looking forward to it.
Thank you so much for making the time to come in and join us here on Hometown Today, and look forward to the fun this Friday, 1 to 4, with Family Fest, the second annual Family Fest. And I hope we don't have to wait for the third Family Fest for you guys to come back on Hometown Today. Let's keep in touch, and happy to have you back so we can continue to talk about those important services and let folks know that there is a resource for them if they need some help. We appreciate your time today.
All right,
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Hometown Today brought to you in part by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in beautiful historic downtown Beaver Dam, and presented by Professional Floor Covering, your floor, and so much more. And of course, tomorrow, Hometown Today between 9 and 11. Not happening, because we have our iconic 27-hour live on-air radio auction, all part of the Good Karma Brands John Moser Children's Radiothon. That auction kicking off at 6 a.m. Spend some time on the Radiothon page at dailydodge.com, and you will be able to know what your time frame is for whether it's an experience or an item that you want to bid on. It is fast-paced, so if there is an item that you want to bid on, check it out ahead of time so you know when it is hitting the auction block, and then get ready to go. Get ready to bid high and bid often. And when I talk about McKinstry's in beautiful historic downtown Beaver Dam, it is exactly that. Much like Roman's hometown of Columbus, maintaining the integrity of so many beautiful historic buildings. It's just a wonderful place to be. And when you are in downtown Beaver Dam, check out Jean's Beaver Floral. This is such a wonderful place for you to go when you need that burst of color. You need some color in your home, whether it's in the dining room, maybe you need a special gift for someone. You just want that pop of color, whether it's in a bouquet of flowers or a plant. Jean's Beaver Floral really will have the perfect plant or flower arrangement for you, and fresh flower arrangements in an array of beautiful colors and sizes. And if you do want something to last longer, to last forever, really gorgeous silk flower arrangements. They also have decorative landscape stones, wreaths available for you too. And Gene and his team are there for you when you're planning something really big, like a wedding or a party or a special event. They have been helping folks to make those events complete and beautiful for several decades. For thoughtful giving and casual living, you can always turn to Jean's Beaver Floral in downtown Beaver Dam, and of course online at jeansbeaverfloral.com. This has been Hometown Today on your hometown station, 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.